Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. Well, hope you smokes. It is a brand new day, and it's sunny outside without being too brilliantly hot. It is 2:23 right now. It's been difficult to get started, but I'm going to go, I'll say that in English. I will be going out walkies in the sun at some point, because it's hot without being killer. So I can handle that. I don't mind, going out in the sun. I don't like it, but I'll do it. And so definitely a thumbs up there. There are some weird things I want to talk about before I go into my main subject. I have two big ones. First off, I bought, and the name and the brand here doesn't matter. I like yam/sweet potato stuff anyway, but I wanted just to have some on their own. And this one, unfortunately, it's southern style. That's not the problem. It's well, they have sugar, sweet potatoes, water, sugar, and the amount of sugar is 9 grams of added sugar, so that's 14% of your sugars you should have in a day. Not an incredible amount, but still more. But just having them on their own, excellent. Now, yeah, I do put some stevia type non-caloric sweetener on them too. I do have a sweet tooth, unfortunately. There you go. But yeah, I've got that, and I've been eating mass amounts of vegetables lately. Lots of peas, lots of carrots, stuff like that. My diet has been bad for a very long time. I have not had money to get real food. I still don't have enough money to get a lot of real food, but I'm trying. For years, I had to eat just chili, mashed potato mix with cheese. That was it. That's all I could afford. Now I'm able to afford slightly more. And so I've been trying to eat better. Because after all, your body is like a computer system. Garbage in, garbage out. So, thumbs up for that. The other things that I was thinking of, I watched a video about this one fellow talking about Bethesda and them not understanding the Fallout series. And he hit just about every point that bugged me. He's going like, in Fallout 4, it just does not feel right. I'm going, yeah. This says here, everything's, the ruins are bright and cheerful. There's all this, that, and the feel is wrong. I was like, yeah. And this is a younger guy. He was talking about specifically 3, New Vegas, and 4. And his big contention is Bethesda does not understand retrofuturism because Fallout is built on retrofuturism. Retrofuturism, of course, being, let's say, specifically for this, since the 1950s seems to be the reference point for a lot of stuff, but it's take the 1950s, extrapolate what they thought the future would be, and then that's where you put the setting. It's not the 1950s. It's what the 1950s thought the future would be. That's retrofuturism. That's why there's CRTs, the rough CLI stuff, retrofuturism. Bethesda, on the other hand, their view of retrofuturism is it's the future that's fascinated with the 1950s. That's it. That's why Fallout 3, you've got people wearing leather jackets and calling themselves the Tunnel Snakes with pompadours and all of this great stuff. It's not retrofuturism, it's just fixation on the 1950s. So that's joyous. Fallout New Vegas doesn't really fit into that particular mold because it's not shooting for a future. It was just the Mojave wasteland where not a whole lot of stuff was happening when the bombs went down. So there's not a lot of great future stuff, which is perfect. Especially since post-apocalyptic and Western settings are beautiful together. So thumbs up on that. But yeah, the big point being, they just do not understand what retrofuturism is, especially when it comes down to the Fallout series. Turning it from true retrofuturism into a future that hasn't changed since the 1950s. The only additions are fusion and an apocalypse. Past that, nothing's changed. Especially the thing that bugs me, even in New Vegas, the game that I really enjoy. This town of Good Springs has been there for a very long time. And yet, there's still all the wreckage and ruin from the war. Dead cars everywhere in town. Busted up and broken stuff. I don't know about you, but I would be dragging those cars away. I'd make my place look nice. I'd make it so that I wouldn't have to climb over things to get where I wanted to go. You can clean up. Especially when I see you go into buildings like the NCR stuff and they're peeling paint, broken stuff, exposed wood, just nightmarish messes, which was another big point why this person had a big problem with Fallout 4, is nobody ever did anything. 200 years since the war, and everyone is still sitting in wreckage and filth until you come around and start to put it together. What? Why? That's insane. But that's Bethesda. Again, they've made lots of money. So, all of us that complain about it, we're wrong on that front. They've made lots of money. Have they made good games? Well, they've made lots of money, so they are right in that fashion. They don't need to make good Fallout games or good Elder Scrolls games. I do not like Skyrim. They ripped all the guts out of it and just made it into a hollowed out puppet. And especially when it comes to combat. Everyone says, oh, I like it. It's like you swing your sword and you hit somebody and that's the way it should be. Yeah, except in reality, if you just whip your sword around like an idiot, your corpse is going to be laying there because the people that know how to use their swords are just going to step out of the way of your wild swings and kill you. So in the interest of gameplay, to make it fun, you have to make everybody else frickin' idiots that don't know how to use a blade. I like dice rolls, but I can understand why it's like, oh, I swing my sword, why aren't I hitting them? Well, okay, yeah, you're a first level dumbbell. I'll take better care with my words. You're a first level dumbbell. Yeah, swinging your sword around, it takes more than just whipping it around. And if it's a 35-pound chunk of metal, you're not just going to be going, and then everyone's dead when you're done. Especially, though, these days, everyone's talking about how Todd Howard was, in charge of Morrowind and was the group about all this. And I was not there at Bethesda, but at the time, I was reading all these interviews and talks from the people who were doing the Bethesda games and talking about the games that came out, like Redguard and Battlespire. And when Morrowind was coming out, they had to keep slapping Todd Howard down because he wanted to make it pick up an axe and feel awesome. And they said, shut up. This is Morrowind. So they basically sent him off to do other things while the adults sat down to make their game. And now he's been in charge. Again, They're not wrong. They made lots of money. I don't think Skyrim is a good Elder Scrolls game. It may be a great game, but I don't think it's a good Elder Scrolls game. Fallout 4, maybe a great game. I don't think it's a good Fallout game. So, but that's me. And then last on here, I got to talk more about Electric Callboy. Oh boy. When I talked about it, what is it, yesterday? I went into an even deeper dive after that. I've been watching a lot of vocal analysis on the group, a lot of people who are professionals, and they have been absolutely freaking astonished at just how thoroughly versatile both of them are with their voices, their vocal range, and what they can do with them. They'll just be stopping for like the first 20 seconds going, oh my god, there is so much vocal work here. I don't even know where to start. And they're not talking about it in a bad way. Electric Callboy is a very, very silly group. It is made up of a lot of people, but the two big people in it are Kev and Nico, the main singers. It's like 6 people and then 15 others that do a lot of other work. They're all very talented. The drummer, who won like the Bachelor type reality show in Germany, has a production company, and they make the music videos for the group. But they are absolutely astonishing. I have been amazed. At first, I was looking at the more of a novelty group that could do really, really good music. No, they are just a really, really good group that they're serious about their art, and their art is being silly. Oh my god, it's beautiful. But yeah, watching a lot of these other songs that they've done, I am thoroughly on their side now. One of the bit of lyrics out of a song called Techno Train, really, it's funny as heck. But they're doing this semi-serious sounding thing, and then he jumps into a dance going, shaky, shaky, sweaty, sweaty, you make my spaghetti ready. Heat up the sauce. It's a dinner for one. It's like, oh my god. Absolutely perfect. But it's amazing stuff. Silly as all hell, but very, very good. They're amazing at what they do. And having watched the people online, the first time people hear Electric Callboy, the reactions tend to be either weak rejection, weak acceptance, but mostly shock at, oh my god, I can't believe this, and laughter and amazement. Weak acceptance and weak rejection, I just mean, but it's like, well, you know, I kind of like that, but I'm not really sure that I'd ever want to hear it again. Yeah, you hear that. And then the second video that they react to, that's when you know, I can't do it because of light cut, but you overlay the Danny DeVito, I get it now thing, where suddenly they understand. And then the third time they react to Electric Callboy, they're talking affectionately about Nico and Kev. So thumbs up. And Nico is the shorter fellow. Kev is a taller fellow. And a question on Reddit that I just saw this morning was like, is Kev just really tall, or is Nico just really, really short? Because they're German. They're not, you know, English. But they're German, so they've got, you know, Nico and Kev as names. But the answer was yes, because Kev is 6'3" and Nico is 5'5". So, yes, Kev's really tall and Nico's really short. So, thumbs up for that. But yeah, they are just absolutely amazing, incredibly talented. Every time I watch a reaction video or just pop on one of their songs and listen to it, my cheeks are hurting at the end because I cannot stop grinning like an idiot. They're happy, they're cheerful, they toe the line sometimes of the line when are they going to be offensive or are they not? And they don't do anything offensive as in racially or politically, but it's modern day capitalism and all, it's like, are they towing the line of sexuality a little too close or not? But with their goofy, silly attitude, even when it seems like maybe they've walked just a bit too far over the line, it still comes off as good-natured and fun. So thumbs up. And one song that they did, I was absolutely astonished by, because they did a cover of the, what was it, 2004, 2014, I can't remember, like Ascadia remake of Every Time We Touch from the original way back when, but the group, I think it's like Ascada, something like that, but they had contacted the original author, got the okay and the permission to use the lyrics, and then they did that. And so Electric Callboy did a cover of the remake, and it was funny as hell. When people at first saw this, they were just astonished, shocked laughter, because you've got Nico singing just boy band style about Every Time We Touch, I need you in my life, and there's a person in a bed that he's singing to, and then when he gets to this point, Kev jumps out of the bed and starts doing his heavy metal death scream stuff, and it's just amazing. Because at first, it's shocked laughter. And then, when you see them doing just amazing stuff, singing about Every Time We Touch, Every Time We Kiss, because it's a song about their bromance. And they lean into that hard. And it is just, when it's done, it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. People in the beginning, when I've seen them doing reactions, they're like, oh, this sounds like boy band stuff. And then you get to the end, and they have a boy band routine. It's absolutely awesome. Look up Electric Callboy. If you like pop or metal or both, because it's beautiful. There's a lot of stuff of theirs that I have not listened to, and it's going to take me a time to do so. I listened to a very small portion of their catalog, but what I have listened to is absolutely amazing. Also look up We Got the Moves. Electric Callboy, We Got the Moves. Every video looks and sounds, well, every song looks and sounds different. And they lean into those things hard. In the video for We've Got the Moves, I don't know if it was they got actual bowl cuts on everybody or if they just slicked their hair down for wigs, because everybody had a bowl cut, and it was absolutely amazing. We Got the Moves, Electric Callboy. You will not regret it. If you're a patron, thumbs up and thank you. It is so appreciated. I'm having problems. I can't record games and then have any sort of other track if I'm going to be recording on here. I can't do a whole lot of editing, so until I can get a machine where I can do editing on it, I can't do anything more than just this, and I am losing my mind. So again, even though this is a Patreon thing, if you have watched this far, suddenly it's not a Patreon thing, if you could write hot beans in the comments so that both me and the algorithm know that people watched this video. And of course, just to say on that, I do still have my GoFundMe, that's the word, trying to get up the money so I can get a desktop unit together. So if you could donate, that would be awesome. I know I need to talk about it. There's people like Boogie2988 who goes and willingly scams his audience and is blatant and does not care. And yet, when I've got a deliberate need, I don't even like to ask. But I do have a GoFundMe, so if you could at least take a look, that would be awesome. And again, if you're a patron, thumbs up and thank you. Your help is greatly, greatly appreciated. Life would be a lot more difficult without your help. Trust me on that. So thumbs up and thank you. If you've left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you as well. I try my best to answer as many as I can, and with my new used laptop, I'm able to do so much better because I can type on that, whereas on this, not so much. So thumbs up for, I can English, I promise you. Thumbs up for that. Greatly appreciated for everybody that leaves me a comment. Well, I am going to get this edited, rendered, uploaded, do whatever I have to do here, head out for more walkies, try and play some games, try and at least think of good things, because that's a good thing. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. And it is. It is. I want to record Kingsfield off of my thing over there, but I won't be able to edit it on here. Lightcut, any of the video editors will only record to my internal system, and my internal system is so cramped because the Android system runs on it. It's like a 32 gigabyte internal memory thing, and like 20 some odd of that is used up in system. And videos, well, that's what space is left, is gone in 4 videos. And recording and editing, I can easily have a 10 to 12 gigabyte file. That won't even fit on this thing's internal system. So, yeah. You take care. I'll talk to y'all later.